ladies, it's Awkward Pickups, and today I'm going to be reading 2 Japanese urban legends that will send chills down your spine. If you don't like scary videos, please click out of this video. I'm only starting off with urban legends because I don't have any of your stories. If you'd like to share stories with me so I can share them on my channel, message me at Painting Rainbows Riley on Instagram. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to hit that bell if you want. Anyways, let's get into it. 1. The Slit-Mouthed Woman. Many years ago in Japan, there was a very, very beautiful woman. Almost all the men in Japan wanted to marry her, but she chose one noble warrior. He went off to war, and she got tired of being alone, so she was dating other men. When the man returned, he was out at the bar with his friends. His friend said, "You must come see this beautiful woman. Maybe she'll love you instead." As they approached the house of the beautiful woman, he realized that was his house. They walked in angry. The man caught the woman cheating with another man. He stabbed the man with a sharp pair of scissors he found it on the table in the hallway. Then he went up to the woman and cut the corners of her mouth to her ears. The woman died of blood loss, and he remembered when she'd go around in Japan saying, "Am I pretty?" Then as he laughed maniacally, he asked her, "Who will find you pretty now?" Years later, 2019, if you walk down Japan and you see a woman wearing a surgical mask, which is very common in Japan, knowing that there are many, many diseases, you see a woman with a surgical mask. She'll ask you, "Am I pretty?" If you say no, she will stab you in the chest, like the man with her years ago, with the same scissors that stabbed him. If you say yes, she'll remove her surgical mask, and you will see her scars. And she'll say, "Am I pretty now?" If you say no, she stabs you in the chest. If you say, "Yes, you are very pretty," she'll cut the corners of your mouth up to your ears so you're pretty just like her, and you'll die of blood loss. You're probably thinking, so there's no way to avoid her? There is only one way. You must say so on the first or second question. She'll get confused, not knowing if that means yes or no. Be careful when you roam around in Japan, for she might see you. Number 2, 8 feet tall. This is read from a story on Reddit. I don't know the user, so shout outs to them. In the summers when I was a little kid, my parents would drive me up to Japan. Well, fly me up, I guess. And I would stay with my grandparents for the summer. My grandparents had a very large yard. And one summer I arrived and said, "Can I go play out in the yard?" They said, "Sure." They had hedges that were 8 feet tall. I went out to play and saw a hat on the hedges. probably just, I assumed that it was just, I guess wind blowing the hat. There's a hole in those hedges. But as I was getting closer to the hole, I heard the sound of boom, boom, boom. When it got to the hole in the hedges, I saw a woman, 8 feet tall. Terrified, crying my eyes out, I ran into my grandparents' house. There's a woman. This was a popular story in Japan. My grandma tried to calm me down, while my grandfather called the priest. The priest locked me in my room, saying, "You may not come out until 7:30 a.m. He placed 4 bowls of white salt in the corners of my and the priest placed Buddha in the middle of my room. At 8:25, heard a knock on my door. It was my grandma's voice. "Hi, sweetie. You want to let me in for a little bit?" When I almost said yes, I heard the faint sound of boom, boom, boom. No, Grandma. It's almost time for me to come out of my room now, I said. At 8:30, I rushed, hugged my grandfather, and hugged my grandma. When my grandfather said, "You may never come to Japan again, or she will get you," I was taken home. A couple years later, I'm 19 now, and I got a call saying that my grandfather was very sick. I called him and said, "I'm coming to Japan. There's nothing stopping me." "Don't." And I heard the sound of boom, boom, boom. And that's it. So remember, please like and subscribe and hit that bell if you feel free to, please. And message me on Instagram your scary stories. That is Painting Rainbows Riley. Have a good day, and I hope you actually have the best day. Goodbye.